Hello and welcome to English class standard 12th. It's brainstorming of around the world in 80 days. As we all know, the activities of the novel are based on character, plot, setting and theme. Let's start with the character. Which among the following is not the major character of the novel and why? Now from these four we have selected James Strand, who is not the major character of the novel. He is actually the bank robber whom Fix was searching. Next question is complete the table highlighting the various traits, that is characteristics of the major character in the extract. So the four major characters on the left hand side of the table are given. Their qualities are given on the right hand side. You can go through it and find out the various characters and their qualities. Next question is Phileas Fogg is as cool as cucumber, whereas Passepartout is as crazy as loon. Explain the statement by citing various references from the extract. We have to take the examples from the extract and we have to explain the characteristics of Phileas Fogg and Passepartout. Phileas Fogg was always cool except when he hit the detective Fix. He was cool and calm in prison. Even when he felt that he had lost the wager, he shut himself up in his house quietly without any noise. He was cool when dealing with Passepartout and also when dealing with Oda. He could control his emotions and appear to be emotionless. Passepartout, on the other hand, was very emotional and excitable person. He was very repentant when he realized that he could have prevented Fogg's arrest. He was thrilled when he knew that Fogg was marrying Oda. He was tremendously worried about Fogg when he thought that Fogg had lost the wager. Finally, when he came to know that they had reached earlier than they had thought, that there was a chance that they could reach the Reform Club in time to win the bet, he became very excited and he rushed back breathlessly to inform Fogg of the fact that it was Saturday and not Sunday. So all these details you have to mention in this answer. Detective Fix tried hard but could not fix the charge of robbery on Fogg. Explain this statement from the point of view of Fix. Now this is another question based on the character of Detective Fix. Now from the point of view of the Detective Fix, we have to write the answer that why he was unable to fix the charge of robbery on Fogg. Scotland Yard had given only a vague description of a man who had dropped a great sum from the Bank of England. I thought that Fogg fitted the description and he was the bank robber. I put obstacles in Fogg's path just so that I could arrest him. Now here I is Detective Fix. That is why his point of view is written there. Whenever I got the warrant from England, the moment we reached Liverpool, I arrested him. However, after arresting him, I found that he was not guilty person. So in this way you are going to describe it. You can even write instead of I, Detective Fix, you can write his name and continue with the answer. Describe the character sketch of Oda from Fogg's point of view. That is how it is written here in the answer. From Fogg's point of view, Oda has had a very difficult time in India. She was nearly killed by her persecutors, but I, that is Fogg, managed to save her and bring her to England with me. She is a wonderful person and so great for what I did. She was even apologetic for having delayed my return. She did not think about the danger she was in from her persecutors. She is very loving. She is not at all money minded and was very ready to marry me even though I did not have a penny to my name. How many will do this? What a compassionate, kind hearted, generous person, an admirable woman, indeed, and one I am proud to have as my wife. This is the description of Oda from Fogg's point of view. Now coming to the plot of the novel, arrange the incidences in the correct sequence as per their occurrence in the extract. So what happened first, then next, then next. In this way we have to arrange those sentences. It's not new. You can go through that sentences, arrange it in sequence as per it happened in the novel, and you can write it. The answers are given to you in this slide. As we are talking about the plot of the novel, there is a sudden twist in the climax of the novel. Explained by citing some lines and relevant examples from the extract. The lines that we have read from the extract which tell us that there is a change. So let's see that. Fogg and the reader first think that Fogg has lost not only the wager but also the money and the honor that went with that wager. The following lines that tell us about this are: after having steadily traversed that long journey, overcome 100 obstacles, braved many dangers, and still found time to do some good on his way, to fall near the goal by a sudden event which he had not even have foreseen and against which he had unarmed. It was terrible. So all these things tell us that Fogg had lost the wager. The unforeseen event was his arrest, and because of his arrest and imprisonment by Detective Fix, who had mistakenly thought that he was the bank robber, and that was because of that he had lost the wager. However, the twist comes when Passepartout finds out that it is not Sunday and Saturday, and perhaps they could make it to the Reform Club in time. Just as Fogg's antagonists were counting the seconds, they were making a countdown to their win. So Fogg manages to reach the club and win the wager, giving a happy and a thrilling ending to the novel. So first the readers are upset that Fogg has lost the wager, and then they are at the end happy that he has won the wager. The following lines tell us that at the 56th second the door of the saloon opened and the pendulum had not been beat the 60th second when Phileas Fogg appeared, followed by an excited crowd who had forced their way through the club doors. And in his calm voice, Fogg says, "Here I am, gentlemen." So these are the last words which Fogg is giving in the novel. Now, out of these four reasons, which is the exact reason why Phileas Fogg has started his journey around the world? All seem to be alike, but the exact one is because he had a bet with the fellow members, so he started the journey around the world. Now we are coming to the setting activity. Which of the following are used as the means of transport in the novel? How do they help the characters in the extract? First one, we will tackle elephant, horse, train, steamers. All these are used in the setting of the novel. Elephants, trains and steamers were used as the means of transport in the novel. They help the characters to go around the world in the allotted time. After overcoming the number of obstacles, they reach London in time to win the wager. The beginning of the extract is a scene in the prison at the custom house. Now this we are talking about the plot and the beginning of the extract, not of the novel. So our extract starts from chapter number 34, and from chapter number 34 the scene begins from the novel. It moves to certain places, so we have to pick and explain the places and the spots after that. So from the prison at the custom house, Fogg and his companions go to Liverpool station and catch a train back to London, and from where Fogg lives and where the Reform Club is located. It is from London. Once they reach London, thinking that they had lost the wager, they go to Savile Row. This is the name of the house of Fogg's residence. The next location is the preacher's house, where Passepartout goes and makes the arrangement for Fogg's wedding. The last location is again of Reform Club, where it ends. The Fog reaches in time and wins his wager. As we are talking about the plot of the novel, now it is said the most of the part of the setting of the extract is in London. Explain how the setting of the extract is suited to the theme of the novel. So Fogg's residence was in London, Reform Club is in London, and the journey starts and ends in London. So London is the central place in the novel, and so the setting is suited for the theme of the novel. As we are talking about the activities based on plot, so describe the importance of the following places in the development of the plot and the behavior of the characters. Different places described in the novel and what are their importance. So Liverpool, what is the importance of Liverpool in the novel? So Liverpool is the place where Fox disembarks from his steamer, that is he leaves his steamer, and from where he has to catch a train to London. Liverpool is also the place where he is arrested by Fix, and because of this he misses his train to London. He arranges a special train in an attempt to reach London on time. So this is the importance of Liverpool. Now here we talk about two places, London and the Reform Club. Reform Club is based on in London, located in London. Now first see the importance of London. Fogg lives in London. The Reform Club, which Fogg frequently on the regular basis goes to, is in London. Fogg accepts the wager in London. His journey starts from London and ends in London. So London is the central place in the novel. Now Reform Club. Reform Club is the place which Fogg frequently on regular basis visits to the Reform Club. It is at the Reform Club that the Fogg gets involved in the argument over the article from the newspaper, and the wager takes place with his fellow club members. So the place where Fogg has supposed to return before 8:45 on 21st December, 80 days later. It is the place where his antagonists are waiting anxiously for him, and which he reaches at practically the last second to win the wager. This is the importance of Reform Club. Now we will talk about Savile Row. This is Phileas Fogg's residence, and this is also the place where he takes order. Fogg has always stayed quietly in that place. He returned from the trip around the world and thought that he had lost the wager. He remained there so quietly that no one even knew that he had returned. Now let's talk about Edinburgh. Detective Fix arrested Phileas Fogg in Liverpool thinking that he was a bank robber. However, the real bank robber, James Todd, had been arrested on 17 December at Edinburgh. So this is the importance of Edinburgh in the novel. Select the correct option. Which one of the following places in India is not mentioned in the extract of the novel? So where does Phileas Fogg travel in India? These are the places given here, but where doesn't he go? We have to mark those places. It is Allahabad and Chennai. He goes to Bombay and Calcutta. Now we will start with the theme of the novel. Find and explain the significance of various exciting incidences in the extract. When it comes to explain, we have to write a long answer. So first, exciting incidences when Fogg was arrested by Detective Fix and imprisoned in the custom house. This meant that his return to London was to be delayed and he would be missing the train. The second incident is exciting incidents, which was his release. This meant that he could perhaps win the wager. The third is the exciting incidents is when he is tried to organize a train to London with all the problems that he was surrounded. The fourth and the exciting incidents is Oda's marriage proposal to Fogg and acceptance, how he accepts it. Next one is the fifth exciting incident is when Passepartout is reaching the clergyman and comes to know that it is not Sunday and it is Saturday on that day. So there was a chance of him of winning. And the sixth and the last one is the incidents Fogg reaching the Reform Club at the last moment and winning the wager. So all the twists and the turns and the climax at the end keeps the reader glued, that is stick to the novel right till the end of the novel. As we are talking about the theme of the novel is based on time. Phileas Fogg has to travel around the world in 80 days. So they have a race against time. But many a times time because of time their plans are spoiled. Fox gets arrested without any fault of his and he loses time. He is unable to catch the train from Liverpool and he has to make up with a special train. He gets delayed because of that and Fogg is afraid that he had lost the bet. However, in the end Fogg wins the bet with some seconds to spare and as he has gained the day when crossing the international date line. So his journey through the time zones has gained him a day. Ultimately, we have the message here that no one can control time. Time will work the way it wants to work, and humans are at its mercy. Now, talking about morality of the people in the novel, characters in the novel, first we will talk about Fogg. He carries on with his journey to show that he is an honorable man and money doesn't matter to him. He will be winning the race just to keep up his words and he divides the money that he has within with Passepartout and Detective Fix without keeping any grudge. He uh, does not want to marry Aura as he has no money when he loses the bet. So everybody has a moral character from Oda, Passepartout, Fogg, Detective Fix. All these characters show the morality. The writer also tells us in the end that Fogg had won something very more important than money by traveling around the world, and he had won a charming young woman as his wife who has because of whom he is the happiest man. The moral at the end is that love and its attainment is more important than all the challenges and the money in the world. So this is the theme carried forward in the novel. Write the central idea of the given extract of the novel Around the World in the 80 Days. We are talking about the chapters 34 to 37 and not the complete novel. The central idea of the given extract is how Fogg ultimately wins the bet, even though there is an unexpected delays and the mistrains. He had unknowingly gained a day while crossing the international date line and hence he has still in the time to meet the deadline. The final statement is that love and its attainment is more important than all the challenges and the money in the world. Justice is served, that is done in the end. How the author is doing justice to Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg is an honorable and a compassionate person and he wants to win the wager of going around to the world in 80 days. So he struggles against time as well as the obstacles and delays that come in his way. Finally, when he reaches the Liverpool, he is about to go to London. There is an arrest and he is wrongly thought to be a bank robber. Throughout his ordeal, Fogg is calm and unshaken, and even though he thinks he has lost the wager, he does not blame anyone or lose his temper. He tells Oda that he cannot marry her and make her live in poverty. So justice is unexpectedly in the end, when he wins the wager, he had unknowingly gained a day when crossing the international date line and hence he was still in time to meet the deadline. So in the end, the writer tells us that Fogg has won something more important than money by traveling around the world. He had won a charming young woman who made him the happiest of men and thus justice was done to the quiet and honorable Phileas Fogg. Now certain quotes are given. We have to elaborate it with reference to the novel Around the World in 80 Days. The first quote is, "Quitters never win and winners never quit." Even though Fogg loses time due to being wrongly arrested and imprisoned, he makes every effort to reach London on time. He arranges for a special train from Liverpool. He does not quit when he feels that there is some chance or faint chance to win. Later, when Passepartout also discovers that it is Saturday and not Sunday and that there is still a chance of winning, Fogg puts aside everything and rushes headlong to Reform Club. He does not give up in spite of all the obstacles and comes out to be a winner, both in winning the bet and the love of a good woman, Oda. Time is the only solution to the problems. The most important theme in the extract is time. Fogg's wager is a race against time, and his adventures illustrate repeatedly that time is fickle and either works for or against them. So, in many cases, time foils their plan, that is, time spoils their plan. And when the delay is built up and the train to Liverpool leaves without them, so they are losing the time there. In the end, though, it is time that helps win Fogg his bet, since they have gained a day while crossing the international date line. And ultimately the message is that no one can control time. Time will work the way it wants to work, and humans are at its mercy. Time is the only solution to problems. Who said to whom, when, where and why. Now these are the dialogues given here. You have to note the speaker, who said to whom, and the tone and the style and significance of those dialogues. One, I'll read it for you. "Why do you not curse me? It was my fault that." Now here the speaker is Passepartout. He is saying that who said to whom. So Passepartout is saying it to Phileas Fogg, his master. The tone is repentant tone, and he thinks himself responsible for not telling Phileas Fogg about his arrest in the about Fix earlier. Now next is, if Phileas Fogg had come in 7:23 train, he would have got here by this time. We can therefore regard the bet as won. The speaker here is Andrew Stuart. Andrew Stuart to the other antagonist at the Reform Club. He is one of the antagonists at the Reform Club, and his tone is nervous and anxious. And the men with whom Fogg had the wager were calculating whether he would still meet the deadline or not. So in this way you go through the dialogues and you can refer to the speaker, who said to whom, tone, style and significance. All are given to you in this slide. Thanks for watching. Meet you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. So friends, don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video, and also to like the video. Thanks for watching.